How's it going, my fellow musicians? Okay, so for today's activity, we are doing another melody breakdown. Okay, but aside um, from just studying the melody, I want us to go ahead and explore different options that we have to for the instrument. So I usually use my guitar, and I sometimes use a xylophone. So today, we're gonna use a xylophone. Now I know what you're thinking, Mr. Flores. I don't even have a xylophone. We're not at school. How am I going to get access to this? Well, easy solution. Okay, so I did some research, and if you go to your app store or however you purchase apps on your phone, whether it's an iPhone, iOS device, or if it's a tablet that's Android, whatever it is that you use, one or the other, it should be accessible. It's a free app. Okay, this free app is called Xylo, and this is what it looks like. Okay, Xylo. All right, I'll go ahead and write it down in the bottom there. Okay, but Xylo. That's the app you want to look at. That's the app you want to look for. All right, so here's what it looks like on my phone. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so if we go ahead, go through my stuff here. There's the app right there. I'm gonna go ahead and select it. And look at what we have here. Okay, we have a xylophone. So if you press the button, okay, all right, you see how it's sensitive to my touch. Use a touch screen. Okay, so it goes on like that. So it's a pretty cool thing to use. It's free, so go ahead, pause the video, bug someone who has a phone around the house. If you guys have a phone, lucky you. But yeah, get that app. Easy. Okay, so here we go. So like I said earlier, we are going to do another melody breakdown. But like I explained, I want us to go ahead and further explore the xylophone. Okay? So in the past, we've always done solfege syllables, where we do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do, right? So it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Alright, I want us to go ahead and explore the musical alphabet. So that was solfege, now we're doing the musical alphabet. So in this situation, do is going to start with C, the middle C. And let me explain why. If we go ahead and open up to this split screen, that's right guys, I'm stepping up my tech game. Alright, you guys remember that you've seen this before in class. So in class, you might have noticed, again, they don't have the syllables, which the boomwhackers did, right? Do, re, mi. Okay, what these actually have is the musical alphabet. They have alphabetical letters, okay? Letters from the alphabet. Now I know what you're thinking. With when you start the first note, you would think that it's going to start with what is the first letter in the alphabet. But in this situation, it doesn't. It starts with C, not with A. Okay? In this situation, it starts with C. So if we do the first note, alright, we know that to be do, but that's actually C. Okay? Then we're going to go, that's re, okay? But in this situation, it's D. Then we're going to go to mi, but here it's E, the alphabet, okay? So if you notice, it is following in order. So starting with C, we know the letter after C is D. That's the next letter, or that's the next note in this situation, right? So then after D in the alphabet comes E. Same thing in music. So we have C, D, E. It's following in order. So what comes after E in the alphabet is F. And F, we've always understood it, practicing with solfege, to be fa. Now, the next one is G. G, we've always understood what comes after fa, guys. Sol. Okay? So G is sol in this situation. Then we're going to stop right there. And if you guys can take a look either at the app or can see right here in this image, right below me, You can see that the letter that comes next is A. Okay? And if you guys remember that from class, it's A. So A is La. So now the alphabet starts from the top, right? So when we start the musical alphabet, it starts with C. But in this situation, but you know, we all know that the alphabet itself, it starts with A. But now it's going to start the actual order. So that's how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 6th step, we start with the first letter of the alphabet. But it's not the first musical note. So that's A. Then we have B. Okay, that's T. Alright? B in this situation is T. And then we have that high C. Okay? And that is our high Do. Alright, so now that we've broken down solfege to musical alphabet, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the song. Okay? So it goes a little something like this. And then it does something really cool here. Okay, so if you guys could recognize the song, remember I'm pulling from some like old, kindergarten stuff, but it's that one, Are You Sleeping? And the reason why I'm picking these songs, look, I get it. I know you're older, maybe you're too cool for some of this stuff, but these are easy, simple melodies we can learn and learn how to play certain instruments. So here we are at the xylophone. Alright, we're going to go ahead and explore the musical alphabet with the xylophone through this song, Are You Sleeping? So here's the first part. Alright, we're going to focus on 3 notes. We're going to look at C, that's the first one, everyone, C, and then we're going to go to D, the one right next to it, and then E, right here next to D. So pretty easy, falls in order, okay? But if you notice, the first part played 4 notes, okay? 1 note is repeated, and that is C. So what's going to happen is you're going to hit C, D, E, C. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1. Alright? So C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C. Alright, we play that 2 times. Let's try it again, nice and slow. C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C. Okay? You guys good? Hopefully. 1 more time. Nice and slow. C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C. Okay? Take a moment, pause the video, and practice those parts. Alright, moving on to part 2. Part 2 has 3 notes, just like how the first part did. Alright, and we repeat the part, or this phase, this musical phrase, we repeat it twice, just like the first part as well. But we don't repeat any notes. Okay? So in this situation, after we go C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C, that was part 1. Moving on to part 2, it goes E, F, G, E, F, G. Alright, I'm going to play it a little bit more slowly so you guys can follow. Okay, starting with the E, and then it goes to F, and then G. Okay, E, F, G. Let me hear you. Let's try it again. E, F, G. Your turn. Alright, one more time, a little slower. E, F, G. Alright, now let's put them together, okay? Okay, we're gonna do that part 2 times, okay? Do it twice. So we go E, F, G, one more time. E, F, G. Okay, that was part 2. Alright, now go ahead and pause this video. Alright, practice this next part, and if you can, try to put the 2 parts together. Okay? Alright, good luck. C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C, E, F, G, E, F, G. Alright, what I just did, if you guys practice, were the first 2 parts. Alright, part 1 was C, D, E, C. And the second part was E, F, G. Alright, so if you got those 2 parts, it's going to get a little bit more complicated now here at this level. Okay, this is what I've designated as part 3 for today's lesson. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes that we're going to be using. Okay, but it's in a different combination and arrangement. Okay, so we're going to start at G. Right here. Everyone pointing at G. Alright. So then after G, we're going to go ahead and go to A. Okay, A is right next to G. Okay, and then back to G. So using these 2 notes, you guys, I already hear the melody. It already sounds really familiar. And then we're waiting for that next one. I'm going to tell you what it is in just a little bit. So one more time. G, A, G. G, A, G. Okay? Then after that, okay, when working backwards in this direction, right next to it's going to be F. So after you do G, A, G, go ahead and go to F. Okay? G, A, G, F. One more time. Slowly. G, A, G, F. Alright, I'm ready to add that next note. So after F, it's going to be E. Everyone locate E. Okay, it's the 3rd one down. Here we go, 3rd step in this situation. So let's go ahead and try those notes together, starting with G. G, A, G, F, E. Alright. G, A, G, F, E. One more time. G, A, G, F, E. And the next note's going to be C. Alright, you're going to go all the way back to the beginning, middle C. So it's going to go G, A, G, F, E, C. So I'm going to go ahead and back up from my instrument, and I'm going to give you a chance to try it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the note. Okay? G, A, G, F, E, C. Okay, let's try it together. Ready? 1, 2, on the G. Let's go. G, A, G, F, E, C. One more time. G, A, G, F, E, C. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part. So the last part, this is part 4 now. Last one. Okay? And then you guys should have taken the opportunity to pause, practice what we just learned. Hope you guys practice part 3. If you guys haven't, pause it now and practice. Alright, but let's go ahead and move on to part 4. Here we go. So part 4 is only 2 notes, easy, but they have a big jump between them. So it's going to be C, G, C. Alright, try it again. C, G, C. One more time. C, G, C. So it's easy, just gotta do some hand-eye coordination. Alright, make sure you're looking down, make sure you're focused. You're not looking up at the sky and just playing whatever you want. Make sure you're paying attention. Alright, this stuff requires some discipline. Alright, so take it seriously. So what I'm gonna do, we're all gonna go ahead and review all 4 parts together. I'm gonna take it slow so you guys can follow along. Alright? So it goes C, starting with the C. Here we go. C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C. Part 2. E, F, G, E, F, G. Alright? And then that third part with all the notes, it goes G, A, G, F, E, C. One more time. G, A, G, F, E, C. And the last part, C, G, C, C, G, C. Okay? Those are the parts. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video and try to do this on your own. Alright, then come back because I got something special to show you. Alright, you guys. So here's a surprise for today. For today's activity, I'm going ahead and I've gone to the kitchen and I've grabbed, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glasses. Okay? I have 5 glasses. Each glass is about the same size. Alright, I want you guys to try to do the same thing. Find some cups, find some glasses, make sure they're all the same, and try to fill them up with water. So I have here a pitcher of water, and I filled them up to a certain amount. Okay? So there's really no measurement I can give you because I don't know what size cup you're going to have, and each cup is going to be kind of different. So what I did, what I gauged it by from my eyes is that, and remember, this is for you 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. You guys should be able to do this. Is there about an inch difference from each other? Okay? So I have here, let me put the tape. Oops. I'll get that later. Inch difference. Okay? So I have here dough. That's the line you guys want to do. So kind of eyeball it. Have about an inch of difference from each one. And they're going to follow steps. It's like you're going down the steps. Even though technically, when we sing, we go up. But in this situation, the more water the cup has, the deeper the sound, the lower the note. Okay? So here we are. Alright, so go ahead, try to fill up some water, and just keep about an inch difference, and keep going down the steps. Alright? Good luck. Alright, so here we go, you guys. Let's talk about what just happened. So hopefully you guys all filled up the cups of water. Hopefully you guys had pretty good luck finding all the same size cups. But I noticed something happen. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. 5 cups, okay? And they're all about the same size. But I noticed something that I didn't like. My ear didn't like it because I heard the difference, and I just, no matter how much water I put in this last one, I couldn't find the right note. Alright, so I was going do, re, mi, fa, and then it's almost the same note, fa, and this is supposed to be so, but this one has water about up to here. This one's empty. So maybe they're made out of different material. I don't know, different consistency of glass. Maybe this glass is thicker than the other. I don't know. I didn't make the cups. But what I did was I swapped this one out because I did some playing around in the kitchen. My wife doesn't like me too much because I'm making a mess right now. But we're having fun. All right, so this one just right. Ooh, just music to my ears. So if you go do, one more time. So let's go ahead and practice the song we're doing today. So if you notice, I'm doing do, because even though this is the first note, because I couldn't find the right cups, I couldn't match it to C. All right, so it doesn't sound like C. So you guys are playing with your xylophone, the xylophone app, it's not going to sound the same. It's not the same note. This is a different note. I don't know what note it is. We'll talk about that some other time. But that's the beautiful part about solfege, is that you can use that same scale in any situation. So no matter what this note begins with, it's going to follow the same pattern, and each note is going to have the same relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and practice those, the first two parts, because I only have 5 cups up here, and I ran out of cups. So we have do, re, mi, do, right? Okay, and then, all right? So that was my surprise. I hope you guys have fun with that part. Get creative, try to tune your ear in, and try to get a good listen to it. Okay, one more time. Have fun, you guys. It's a disclaimer. All the water used in this project was used to water plants, okay? No water was wasted in this episode. Conserve.